Okay, so question from the class. For me, if you answer in writing form or typing form. Okay, so it's like that. So you can download the questions 10 minutes earlier. So I did schedule of August 9, 7:50. So after 7:50, then you can download the questions, okay, and the answer scripts. Okay, so this is a sample answer scripts. So at first, after you download it, you rename the file. Okay, rename the file to this lah. Okay, you in the bracket there. That means you hold the file name is called VSS 2023 midterm test 09082021 name program group DOC. So in the program group DOC here, you rename. Okay, like this student Lin Taiko and RDS 1 group 1. Okay, you rename the file first. After you rename a file, click on this. Okay, control key, press the button. Actually, can link it. Okay, you can open. Then you direct you to the forms. Okay, then you go to. Okay, maybe I show you the forms. Okay, my one cannot join. So you go to the file, or like this cannot like that, right? So what you can do is, you can copy the link. Okay, for example, so I just show you. Okay, some students don't why come to here. Just copy. Okay, then you press on the link here, like this, and you can come up to this form. Okay, so you just type course code, then course title, your name, okay, your student ID, which date you can click, then which date you want to choose. Then after that, your programs, okay, and year, then which group you go to choose. Okay, they got so many group here. So they got KL and Para and Sabah. Okay, you go click accordingly. So they got many courses sitting the test together. Okay, go choose. So this is regarding the attendance list lah. Okay. Now then come back to here. Then how you going to answer after you download it? Okay, rename the file already. Then you start to answer your questions. Okay, you type your answer here. Okay, all together got 2 questions, but got many part lah. Okay, all together 50 marks. Okay, question 1 and question 2 together. Okay, just type your answer here. Okay, this column no need to type. This column is for lecturer to put a mark. Okay, you type your answer here. So how long the question answer is based on you typing. Okay, you also can paste in diagrams, but I didn't ask you to draw any diagrams. Okay, in the final, if you got any diagram, also you can paste in. Okay, just right here. Okay, just fill out this. Then who is a tutor? Very important. They got 4 tutor here. So under me one, you put me. Okay, so we got others lecturer also. Then you put all your answer here, type here, and submit this file. No need convert to PDF, whatever. No need. Just submit this file. Okay. Okay, because I already said everyone have their own copy. Okay, so.
Sir, you haven't unmuted your mic.
Okay, so you come back to here. So you have a question. Everyone can view the question paper. After that, you have your own copy of this. So you download. Okay, download. Okay, after you download, then you go to do lah, fill out the answer and so on, and submit and the same file. Okay. Theory also got, practical also got, but practical more on practical questions. Means you need to write the code. Okay, need to write code. It's not submit the program, but write the code directly. Okay, majority is write code. Okay, from the question itself, I can get Laffy tell you. Okay, from this. So we have this one, 20, 22, 22, 32, 3, 5 bucks. Okay, about 40 marks is coding. About 10 marks is theory. Wait. 10, 3. Sorry. 18 marks. Okay, so I just 18 marks. Okay, is theory. Okay. Here. Okay, then 32 mark coding. Okay, so you need to write a lot of code. That's why it's more on the practical. Coding part is many. Okay, theory only 18 marks only. So altogether 50 lah. I will times 2 lah. That's why you can see the column there. I can times 2. Okay, so in a column, I can times 2 marks. Okay, so your answer script there. Wait, I have times 2. 50 mark, the mark you have, I have times 2, will convert to hundreds. And this one consists 40 marks from your coursework, 40% from your coursework, another 60 for assignment. So from easy to count, I just put 50 mark question times 2, then the total mark here you times 0.4, then it's your coursework mark. Okay, so it's easy one calculation. Any other questions? Do you have sample answer for the past year? Sample answer cannot give you directly like that. We can discuss, but we cannot give you like that the answer. All the answer is confidential. Okay. Can I type on IDE and copy paste from IDE? I know whether you got time, no, 1.5 hours. Just get your people copy each other the code. I mean, you already type the programs. The other day share among. I get on this lah. Okay, it's better type. Okay, it's better type. No need to go to create IDE lah. No need lah. Directly type your answer there. Okay. So those are remember. I told you set get all this. Remember the pattern. Okay. So always remember what set type get. Okay, set got parameter. Okay, and not what is a constructor. All this you must know. Okay, because got one class, the one student asked me, sir, what is a constructor? I really want to knock the head. Constructor is the special method return type, and the purpose is for create objects. Okay, so this is regarding your midterm test. Now I brief you first because I scared later you go, you panic and here and there. So another things, how you submit is submit according to your tutor. They got 4 tutor here. Okay, if you're under Mr. Chan Yun Jun, okay, or Dr. No Aida, okay, Mr. Song, or me lah. So you submit according to tutor because tutor will going mark your midterm test. They saw a break like that. Okay, so you submit. Don't submit wrong. After you download it here, you no need submit one. or question part, you don't need to submit. Just download the answer script and the questions. Then after that, you answer. Then after you finish. Okay, I don't know what happened. Today connection is not very good. Okay. They disconnect by himself. Okay, I will come back to our list. Okay, so I hope that you know how to download the question and how to submit. Then the pattern will be same as the final. So this one's a midterm test. So show you all the steps how to download question and how to answer and submit the answer. Okay, not only wasting your time to type in the IDE because I think you don't have time. You only got 1 hour, 1.5. Supposedly give 1 hour one, but midterm so I extend half an hour. So I make it 1.5 hours. Okay, so you don't have time to type because a lot of code you need to write. Especially there are certain question like your practical one. Of course, it's totally different question. Okay, it's some sort like your practical one. You just open your practical, can have a look the code right because it's open book test. Okay, so you go to refer whatever. No need to type using IDE. You don't have time for that. Okay, I think got 2-3 programs you type. It's mistaken. Okay. Chapter 1 to 4. Okay, your midterm is 1 to 4. Your final is 5 to 8. Yeah, so 1 to 4 is the midterm. Okay, 5 to 8 is final. Okay, so it's like that. So we'll be repeat because chapter 4 is most important. Chapter 4 alone more than 20 marks. So I just tell you, you put more effort on chapter 4. Chapter 4 alone, I need to write the code. I think about 20 marks. Yes, include submission. 1.5 hours. Okay, but I will give you some allowance time about 10 minutes. So I set the submission due date is 9:40. Okay, so 9:40 is mistaken. So at 10 minutes earlier, let you download the question, and 10 minutes later after submission. So you can see I put this. Okay, so you see 9:40. Okay, 9:40 you submit due. Okay, about 10 minutes. Okay, then after that, also 10 minutes earlier when you download the questions. Okay, but I didn't put here, so I just tell you that. So just like that. Okay, so don't drag so long after you finish. I think a student can finish with less than 1.5 hours. Okay, because we have experience. Last time one student submit between 1 hours. Okay, but correct one or no? Okay, so it's depends how good you are in the practical class lah. If you do more exercise, you will do very fast. Okay, remember need to cover the practical as well. So like J panel, J option panel, this scanner, all this you must know how to write the code. Okay, it's a cover chapter 1 to 4. Okay, so typing code one about 40 that I tell you 32 marks. Okay, 18 marks is a theory. Okay, theory part also, certain part also need ask you to write some code, find the error and change the code, something like that. Okay. Any more others questions? If not, we can start the class. Anyone question regarding the midterm test for the next week? Partially code, so we type a full code starting from package. Oh, no, the package is no need. Start from import statement. The package code you no need. Start from the import statement. What library you want to import at the top, right. Okay. Why is that? Okay, so I already answer you, Joshua. So no need have a package start from the import statement. Then you must know how to write a main method law. Okay. Certain time public static void main, that one you must remember. Okay, start from the import statement. Okay, if no, then we go back to our lectures. So now I go to, at first I go for the another part first, regarding your, I hope that you still have this one. Okay, wait, I cannot make it smaller. Okay, I don't know why I cannot. Okay, let me open again. Okay, occupy the full screen, I cannot explain. Okay, so I already update the file already. You can go to download. So the chapter 4 and chapter 5, the practice lecture, this coding, I also upload. Okay, upload to the. Okay. So you go to download. So now, okay. So the chapter 4, I already update to 10 folders. Okay, 10 folders. So one to many have two ways to do. Okay, what I do is I doing like this in the test course class. No need. Okay, no need. Just write the code. Exam, it's not practical test, no need. Okay, for example, for this one to many, I use this one. I created an array of 100 students in the course. 10 students. I just tell, I just start repeat. This course, every course only got 10 students, but actually they put more lah. Okay, maybe your every course cannot have more than 300 or whatever. You can put your value, but here I just for demo, so I create 10 only. Okay, this is one to many. And this one is one way to do. Another way is like your practical. You create string array instead of the object array. String array, just record the student name. Up to you lah. See what method is more preferable. Okay, you only record the student name, or you want to record all their information. If you need to have their all information one, you need to have this. Okay, student class array. Okay, this is a class array. So after that, you got add students. Okay, and drop student. Okay, one add and drop. Okay, then in the test course, it's like this. Okay, I created 2 courses. Okay, then 3 different students, and assign, add the student to the course. Okay, this is how you do. Okay, so if go to many, it's a bit different. Okay, course is course, address is student, but you have one called course registration. Okay, so in the course registration, you can see here, the full course is here, full student is here. This is deal with many to many relationship. Then you can do like this. Okay, this course can have many students, and one student can have many take many courses. Okay, one course got many students, and one student also can take many courses. So it's many to many relationship, then you can do like this. The middle table called cost registration. Okay, you can think from your enrollment also okay. Student, up to you lah. Student list also can be accepted. So it depends. You just think for the bridge names lah, bridge entity name. Okay, this is a many to many one. So we've done everything regarding the chapter 4. Okay, go to have a look. Okay, so you must know how to write the array. Okay, so arrays. Okay, for example here. So you must know how to write the array. So this create an array of object, again assign student and so on. Okay, and follow to print out the result. Okay, so all this is regarding the chapter 4. Now we go to chapter 5. Okay, but before that, I want to explain the practical 8 answer. All right, so I minimize this, go to practical 8. Okay, so practical 8 answer is already given to you. Okay, this is what I mean subclass parent class. Okay, so like for example, this payslip have 2 subclass. The payslip for part-timer and payslip for full-timer. Okay, there are 2. So this is a symbol of subclass. The arrow here, subclass. Okay, so this one employee also got subclass, full-time employee. Okay, and this is an interface I'm going to cover in chapter 7. Okay, chapter 7 interface. Okay, so this is inheritance is from chapter 6. Okay, so interface is dot line. The strict line one is for subclass. Okay, so this is how like this you design. Your design should be something like that lah. Okay, then after that we have this. Okay, you just learned not long ago. It's regarding the composition and the aggregation. So we can see address customer here is belong to 1. Okay, because this business is actually they are all their customer. Okay, all their customer have the address cannot be shared. Okay, the previous example I show you address can be shared because they can stay in the same house. But customer here is everyone have their own address, so that's why I put the diamond shape black color instead of white one. Okay, because every address is belong to particular customer, not sharing. Okay, same with this invoice also is only the invoice okay, the customer is belong to this invoice. Okay, me one invoice belong to one customer only lah, simple. Okay, one invoice only belong to one customer. Here so invoice line is also belong to one invoice only. Inside a lot of line, but every line is belong only single invoice. At the same time, the product inside the invoice line also belong to this invoice line alone only. Okay, why? You cannot have 2 products, similar product to the one invoice line. Cannot. How you record is add on the quantity. It's not add another line same product. Not like that. Okay, so this is a relationship between this one. Okay, this invoice lah. Okay, so this is a sample of aggregation and composition, but here all is composition. Okay, then after that, okay, this the machine, vendor machine. Okay, so they got dispenser and the cash register, but both also belong to the vendor machine. So we got something like this. Okay, dispenser is like the part they give you the drink. Okay, there is no dispenser. Then the part you insert the money, they call cash register. So these 2 components is under the vendor machine. So you see now, 1 to 1 belong, cannot be shared. Dispenser also belong to this machine. Cash register also belong to this machine. So it cannot be shared. Okay, of course, I think you can put this is mean by many. Many, 1 to many, because dispenser sometimes you got many one, you know. Like for example, every one row is different drink. Coca-Cola, first row, second is Milo, third column one. So many. Okay, but cash register only one part, only one. Okay. Okay, it depends. So this is things. Of course, you can insert coin and notes. Okay, this but they are also considered as a cash one register because they can calculate your money. Okay, so this is regarding the concepts. Okay, so roughly know and how to write the code. The code all is given already. So all the code all these this is the diagram, but the code also given to you, so we can refer back. The code is given at the same time, also in the same folder. Then go to see people how to code it. Okay, so it's regarding predicate A. Okay, so predicate A, they also consistent part from the chapter 6 in the inherited polymorphism, also certain part in the interface, chapter 7. Okay, so your assignment need to include the first all the chapters. That's why I give you earlier the idea how to create support class and subclass. Okay, but now you didn't do, I think still can change later. So what I can tell you is parent class consists of common data. Okay, the common one put in a super class. Okay, specific one put in a child class. Okay, then after that you just use one keyword extend to call the parent class. Okay, so this is regarding your. You need only give me other diagrams. No need. The UML itself got many type of diagrams. Use case lah, sequence and so on. But I only use one class diagram. Okay, don't give me others. Okay, so any question from your assignments? No, so then I can start chapter. Okay, then I go to start chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5 is regarding the also is the class type. Okay, reference type. This two is a special class. We uppercase one because inside got a lot of methods attached together, then you can be used. Okay, so in the child class that are used or super. Okay, the super keyword here is call parents. Call parents. Okay, the super keyword here is call the parents because you already extend the child. Okay, then you can call parent later. Okay, so it's like that. So maybe since you asked already, okay, for example, so let's say we have the class, okay, person, okay, let's say got this one, okay. After that, you got class, help class, maybe the person here can be student, okay. Then behind you will put like this. Okay, this is a parent class. Okay, then your child class extend parents. Okay, so if you want to call the method in the parent class or this constructor in the parent class, you need to use the super keywords. Okay, super, for example, super to string. You're calling the super class to string methods. Okay, if you put like this, this is called super class constructor. Okay, so this is a super here refer to parent, super class method. Okay, this one is okay, so I hope that I answering your question anyway. So why is a polymorphism? Very simple. Your parent class things okay, it's less variable. Okay, maybe I can put, okay, maybe I put there's a private. Normally in the parent class we put protected. Maybe ID. No, person ID. Okay, so maybe this one I put string. Okay, so maybe you can put like this. Show you some sample. See you already asked. Okay, like this. Then go to students. You have maybe you go back to private area. For example, student got program. Okay, so so you see your parent class got these two. All the person got this person ID and person name. But go to the class, your student maybe got one extra variable called programs, whereby person no need. So why you need to use this? Because the super dot to string, you only print out these two details. Okay, so what you can do like this. In your toString method, I'll just give you one example. Okay, so like this, So what you can do is you put in this, okay, then you plus, maybe, then with the program. Okay, so this one we call the concept of this. You inherit from parents, but you cannot directly use just like that. You plus additional thing. This one from the subclass. So this concept we call it, okay, we call it polymorphism. Okay, I inherit from parents, but I cannot use directly. I need to add additional thing in the child class. So this concept called polymorphism. Okay, and this protected keywords mean make sure all my child class as long you extend me, I mean you are my child then you can access all method, variable, and data. These data types. Okay, the data the data member okay, from me if you use this keyword. Okay, I hope you understand. The protected just the keyword to make sure all my child class. I don't care where you are, as long you extend me, all my method, all my this data member, you can access. That's called protected. Okay, I hope that you still remember. The first one is the default. Default you can access between the. Okay, the highest one is public. Anywhere you can access. If you put public, everybody can access. Then the second limited scope one is this protected. Okay, protected only can access by all the child class. I don't care where you are, as long as you are my child class, you can access. Okay, then after that, go to the next one is called this default. Okay, default. That means I no need to put no need to put this one default. Default only can access between the same package and same class. Okay, same folder, same class, default. Then go to private like this, only can access within the same class. Why that? As long as the name totally same, totally same. But normally get price cannot appear in the parent class. Okay, should be in the child class. Because for me here, person only pay money only student need to pay tuition fees So your method only belong to the child class and not super class. Okay, so what I tell you is when the super class toString method they print out the person ID and person name. So I want to print here as well. So I just put here and plus additional. So this is called polymorphism. Okay, and all the methods still remain public. Okay, no change. So all your variable in the parent class you put protected. Okay, then constructor you also can put protected. but the rest of the method still public. Because you want to access by child, so put public. Only the constructor and the data type you use protected to make sure your child can be accessed. Just like that. Okay. So Kuan Yu answer already. Here you see, I have method to string in the parent class, but I also have in the child class. So, but I call the parent class one, I do additional, then we consider as a polymorphism. You must do some modification. He call from parents, but do some modification, then okay. Okay, direct call one, you don't need to put here, You should put super dot what, then you can get the method already. You don't need to repeat in the child class. Child class is override the parent class one because I need additional thing. Okay. Whole program need to include polymorphism, inheritance, and inclusion, or every member in a group need include. What I say? I don't understand what you answer that Jun Sing. The question very funny, what's mean? Yeah, oh, okay. We do Java, okay, especially object-oriented. Then you must include all this polymorphism, inheritance and polymorphism and inclusion, everything. Then you learn object-oriented. If not, then what for you learning? So it's not one person, it's whole group also need to have the same direction. Okay. It depends what class you create lah. Okay, okay, go to distribute your jobs. Okay. So everyone also need. So for me it's better. Let's say one of your teammates is very good. Oh, then I can use database. Of course, you can have a two-way. One is each individual have their own one. Or first person want to store in the database, second person want to store in the file, and third person want to only create an array. For example, you can do like that. But for me, it's not very good idea if you have each person have their different way to store data. So why not see which person is a good one? So he already done. Okay. Maybe using database. Then you teach your other group member. Okay, for example, you just create a table called maybe the order. Then another table you let others to your friends to create. So A1 also using database is the best. So for me, the first choice is A1 sit down, see what method you want to use. You want to use store in file, A1 also store in the file. If you want to use database, A1 use a database. Of course, you have an option, each person do your own one. Okay, well, first person use database, second person use file, third person use array, then the fourth person use array list. Also okay, up to you go to decide. Okay, I don't want to interrupt, you decide yourself. But for me, is if you go to the highest, is best one is a database. Then if you one of student, then you talk to your member. So A1 member also go do their part, then they can get a mark. This is the best idea. So don't be selfish. You already know, you teach your friend. And let all your friend and you also get the higher marks. Okay, this is a good works, so called. Okay, any more? Any more questions? If not, I will start chapter 5. So I already explained to you already what's a parent and child class and so on, since you are asking. Okay? Remember, protected keyword only used for parent class. No need to think for your wife did what's it. No. Just parent class. Your constructor also use protected. Okay? For example, this third person constructor. Okay, last time is public, but in your parent class, all use protected. Data member and the constructor use protected. The rest go back to the still remain same public. So your second method all public. Okay. The reason behind is I want to let our method to share by everyone. That's why it's a public. Only the constructor and the data member, I want to make sure my child class can access this too. Therefore, I use protected. Okay. So this is regarding your assignment. Okay, so I go back to our chapter 5 already. Okay, no problem already. Nobody ask any question, then I can start. Remember why this chapter 6 called inheritance and polymorphism. Okay, inheritance, you can inherit for parents, no problems, using this keyword only extend. Okay, like this. But you cannot directly use everything in the parent class. You need to do some modification in your own class here. In this case, they will call it polymorphism. That's why inheritance and polymorphism is in a single chapter. You can inherit for parents, then you must do some extra thing. That's called polymorphism. All right. So now I go back to our chapter 5. So it's all done already. Yeah. So I start. So chapter 5 is regarding the string and characters. Got two parts. Okay, we go to string first. Okay. So use the string class to process fixed string. Okay. Use the character class to process a single character. So it depends which one you want to use. Okay. So string also got two versions. Okay. There got string builder. Okay, and a string buffer. What's the difference between a string builder and a buffer compared to string? String is a fixed one. The length is a fixed one. Means after you create a size already, you cannot change anymore. After you create, the size fixed. But string builder and string buffer is different. You can your size can be extended. Okay, this one after you create, we can call this one as the immutable string class, and this one is a mutable string class. Mean can be changed. Okay, so they show you that this one is a immutable, means after you create, then cannot change anymore. But string buffer and string builder is the mutable. Mutable means changeable. Mutable this string class. Okay, can change. Okay, so one is a fixed, cannot change. One can be changed. This is the difference between the two categories. Okay, so the builder and the buffer belong to the same category. Okay, just like the memory, which one you want to use. Once this one is be shorter, the buffer is longer, the memory. Okay, so it depends how many classes use the same variable. If only one, then you create string builder. If a lot of program are using that one, then you can use buffer. Okay, this one can explain later. Okay, so the string class, string is a sequence of characters. More than one character, can be said like that. Okay, in many language, string are implemented as array, like C, okay, and C, especially C. Okay, they consider string as an array of characters, but in our Java, it's not. It's an object. Okay, so the string has 11 constructor and more than 14 methods for manipulating string. So you can see you got many methods can be used, such as okay, you can have the string.length. Hey, I don't know why today the internet connection is not that good. Okay, so we continue. Yeah, today stop 2 times already. Heading, I don't know why. DG lines like that lah. Okay, so I cannot. Okay, never mind. We'll come back to the notes. Okay, there I got many methods can be used in the string class. Okay, equal compared to all this is already default one. Okay, just looking at the string, string class. I see no way finish. Okay, so I still go back to that. If I open so many things, I close others first. We have many connections. Okay, now we'll come back to here. String class. So they got a lot of method here can be used and the constant and so on. So you can see here. This is all the method inside the string class. Okay, I didn't ask you to know everyone, but the certain one is a use very frequent one. Okay, char add, see which the position of the. Okay, so char add is fine. Where the position, which character you want to compare. Okay, you can compare the characters. Then after they got equals, check whether same or not. The index of. Okay, so you want to know this character from the string is in which index. Okay, then your last index with length, okay, replace. Okay, to lowercase to uppercase, and these two I think I can use for quite frequent. Okay, then after get trim, also very useful. Trim means cut out the space. Sometimes you type very long, right? Some people type the name, like to press the space bar first, then type the name, for example. So the trim here refer to the method that cut off whatever empty space in front and behind. So remain just the pure words you type. Okay, this one normally very useful when I ask the people to enter the input. Okay, you're using GUI one. Okay, some people they put space bar first or space before typing a name. So all the space in front and behind string cut off. Okay, using trim method. So I'm going to explain some of the method that we use very frequent on. We'll show you some example according to the next few pages. But just tell you that have many methods inside the string class and character that can be used. Okay, so the difference with the character class is they got a lot of method with the is one. I hope that you still remember the is means for Boolean type one. Okay, whether it's true or false. That one for character class, but for string, you have a lot of methods can be used. Okay, so look at this. Okay, constructing a string. So we can put like this. String message equal to new string welcome to Java form. But for me, you no need to put these words. Just put the text directly. So this is whatever I teach you from the starting. Just directly mention straightforward. No need to put this new string. Okay, just use a shortcut. You can omit it lah. Just put like that. Okay, so you can see the format the array of characters. Good morning, good days. So you might have this. Okay, you can put string message equal to new string. The char is the array, right? They automatically convert your array become string. Okay, but the best way is this lah, directly lah. It declares directly, no need to convert here and there, wasting time on it. Okay, the second below example is just like tell you that you can convert the character become the string. Okay, in this case. Okay, so this is first thing how to construct the string. Okay, so like this. Okay, so there's a string s equal to Java. So s, they have a pointer point to the string with the words Java. Oh, okay, so you must know what's these three: string variable, string object, and string value. So the s is variable. Okay, the s is variable. Object, the whole thing here is called object. So address, the variable point to whole object. Okay, this is called string object. Then inside the string object got string value. So string value is a Java itself. So we must understand these three different terms. String variable is S. Point to the object called string objects. Okay, inside the object got value, Java. So I hope you must have seen. A string variable hold a reference. The reference here is address to a string object that store a string value. Okay, so this one you must know, understand that this three terms is different. However, most of the time the distinction between them can be ignored. Okay, so just tell you that this is a string object, a variable, have an address point to the string object, inside the object a value. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, string object is immutable. This is the word I just now use. Immutable means cannot change. String buffer and string builder is mutable one, but this one is a string class is immutable, cannot change. Okay, cannot change. So remember, its content cannot be changed after you declare. Yeah, so like this. Does the following code change the content of the string? String S equal to Java. S equal to HTML. You declare S is a Java, suddenly you go to change S become HTML. Sorry, you cannot change the value. Okay, so after you declare, the value is this, cannot be changed anymore. So this one no work. Okay, you cannot change value one. Okay, so this is called immutable. So what happened? You write like this, Okay, this is I'm going to show you first. S refer to the string object called Java. So this is when you declare the first line, string S equal to Java. Okay, equal to Java. So but you do another one, S equal to HTML. You create another new object with the value. You can see, because your class cannot be changed one. After you create, that's it. Okay, just the pointer point to the original string object with the Java words is cut off. Then your S now will point to the new objects. This is the meaning. When the string object is created, you cannot change. Okay, no. It's not where's memory space because in the end, this one will become garbage. Okay, we call it garbage collections. So the Oracle compiler can know, oh, they no longer have any variable linked to this object, then they'll erase from my memory. They're not going to store this one. Okay, this one called garbage collections because they know that nobody point to this object anymore. So it means this object is no longer used. So the compiler automatically oh, erase it from the memory. Okay, so it's a mean like this, So then as now the variable point to a new string object called HTML. So you can see now they cannot change one. The content cannot change one. Okay, when you do the thing like this, means they point to the new string object. Okay, the original one remain there, but it's erased, going to erase from the compiler will make it become the garbage, then they'll erase in the end. Okay, so this is a diagram how maybe some people sometimes in the exam either midterm or final we may ask you to draw this diagram, but of course our midterm not cover the chapter, so no need to draw, but in final you may need to draw the diagram like this. Okay, remember? So there is another things you need to know. The new keyword very important. Okay, I will show you some example in the later part. It's called intern string. They want new keyword is very important. When they have a new means you create a totally new one. Okay, later I'll show you lah. And go back to the behind. Okay, but here I just tell you when you create a string, the string itself cannot be changed anymore. Okay. So if you point to others, they'll create a new object with a value HTML. That is, okay, means after you create it, you cannot change. This is for string. Okay, for the string builder and the string buffer is different. You can change the value here, or existing one still can change. Of course, they double up the memory space. String is one unit, but the string buffer and the string builder need at least 2. 1 byte or 2 byte something like that Okay, the size allocated to the class is bigger, the buffer one. Okay. Then this is comparisons. Okay, they have a few methods we use very frequent one. Equals, equal in our case. Okay, so it's equal means they will consider uppercase A and lowercase a is different. Uppercase A is in the position of 65. Lowercase a is 97. So they are different. But if you call this method equal in our case, the lowercase, uppercase, they consider as the same. So that's why they have two differences. This one, lowercase a and uppercase is different. But this one is uppercase, lowercase a is the same. Okay, just like that. Then compared to also, they also got two versions. Compared to, okay, uppercase, lowercase is different. Compared to in our case, then uppercase, lowercase is same. Okay, so you want to check whether it's the same or not. So you can see the Boolean types. Okay, so means same or not same. Okay, this one only compare the contents. Okay, contents. Then after that, we have compare to. Okay, so what's the difference between these two? These two only return two false, correct or wrong. But this one you compare to, they got three possible value. Same value, bigger or smaller. Okay, so that is okay. Integer greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0. So there are three possible value. Return the integer. But this one is either true or false. Same or not same. Compared to is bigger, same, or lower. Okay, so these two is a value. So depend why which one you want to use. Okay. Then this two very seldom use. Start with and with also very use. Okay. So I mean this four in this here this four you need to know. We use it very frequent, this four, compared to and equal. But these few we seldom use. But they still get they have a little method. Okay, return the two is the string start with the specific prefix. Is two if the string end with the specific suffix. I think these two still can be used being whether your character is end or start with what characters. Okay. So this is regarding the comparison, but the more important one is this four. Okay, one is give you two false value, another one is bigger, smaller, or same. Okay, compared to. Okay, so give an example. String S1 equal new string welcome, string S2 equal to welcome. Okay, so S equal to S2, same or not? Okay, V and uppercase and lowercase v. So answer is false. Okay, false. Okay, so after that, this one, S1 and S2 have the same reference, means same address. Same address. Okay, so they'll compare if the string is the same, they will refer to the same. But in this case, they have two different strings. One is the uppercase one is a lowercase one. Then the answer here also is also not equal. Okay, not same. Okay, but if I change this one to uppercase, same like this, then they will refer to the same address. Okay, because the compiler will know, you create this one, you create another one, same one, totally same. I don't need wasted space. Then I point to the same location. Okay, but this case cannot because it's uppercase and lowercase. But if I change this one to uppercase, and I didn't mention new keyword here, the string S2, I don't have the new here, then they point to the same location. Okay, means they come to this word, this word and this one same out. Then they automatically you point to the same location. Okay, so I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, because without the new keyword, that means you not need the keyword new one first. You see what the previous string they have. If the previous string is same like uppercase one, then you point to the same location because it's the same object. Okay, but if you put new, let's say maybe I can write some code. Yeah, I can copy, I write some comment, just tell you the difference. Okay, maybe I write at the top there. Okay. Okay, copy. Okay, I give you some others. Okay, so this one will be point to same reference. Or you put have the same reference. Okay, this one they have same reference means they refer to the same location. Because you create a new string welcome, okay, then you go to the second one, you still welcome. You say, oh, welcome, you have like in the memory, so I just point to the same location. The reference the same. Okay, if uppercase, then if this one, okay, different reference. Okay, in this case, if you both also put the new keywords. So when you put new keyword, it force S2, even though you see the same thing in the this memory, but sorry, you cannot point to this. You need to create a new one. So new keyword is very important. Okay, if you put new keyword, they are forced to create a new one. So I show you a different situation. The first one, you didn't put a new, but the same words, then they have the same reference. Okay, and this one, even it's the same things, but because you put new, sorry, you must create different object. So they are different reference, different address. Okay, in this case, also different address. The reason behind is the one uppercase and one lowercase. Okay, and you can see here equal, no equal. One is uppercase, one is a lowercase. Unless S1 dot equal to equal in no case, then answer is correct. But now here both also is not same content and not same reference. In this case, yeah. So I give you the 3 scenario. So that's why new keyword itself is very important. Whether you put or not put, you put mean force memory to create a new one. If you didn't put, they still can refer back the same. Okay. So I show you 3 situation. Now we go to compare. Okay, it's either bigger or smaller. So W and V. Okay, I forgot the lower position, but of course I just remember A. Uppercase A and lowercase a. Which one is bigger? Lowercase bigger, right? Because it's not A is 65. Lowercase a is 97. So 97 is bigger to 65. So what I say is lowercase is bigger than the uppercase. Simple. Okay, so we can compare. S1 is greater than S2. Wrong. Your W uppercase and W lowercase is different location. So wrong. Okay. Then this content. Okay. S1 dot compared to S2 equal to 0. Also not same, right? One is uppercase, one is a lowercase. Okay. So still not same. Okay. Both also not same, right? If you want to make it same, and then you use compare to in not case, then answer same. Okay, so just tell you the summary. The equal sign is not only compare the thing, also compare the reference address. Okay, remember compare the address. So remember that the equal sign also compare the address like this. Compare the address. This one only compare the content only, but this one compare the address as well, the reference. Okay, so the equal use wisely. Okay, so this is things happening here. Just tell you the difference between the two. Okay, so now we go to this. Okay, there were 3 else I go one more else. Bigger, same, or less than. Okay, so they compare the three possible values. Maybe can drag along. Okay, so remember that here are three possible answers. Okay, the compared to got three possible answers. Lower, equal, or less than. But for the this balloon type, equal, either same or not same. That's it. Okay, so they have different usage. So this is a few we use very frequent. Okay, then we have a dot length, char add, and concat methods. Okay, concat means plus together lah. But I not encourage using this one. I prefer using plus sign instead of concat, because the concat later you need to think for which string need to plus first, then plus others. You know which one is a sub one, the main one, and whatever. So very messy one. Later you can see a code. So I prefer ask you to use plus to replace the concat. Okay, later I'll show you the example why like that. So remember, this one is the method. I hope you can see. In the string class, the length is the method, but in your array, it's not. So remember or not? You learn in the array object. You just put I less than something dot length. That's it. You don't have the method bracket. Remember, that one is the variable, but this one is the method. I hope we can see a difference. In our this chapter string, there's one method inside the string class, length method. But in the normal array you use, we didn't have this bracket one. Just remember, so chapter 3 array, that one don't have that bracket. Just remember. Okay, this is a difference between the two versions. So length is the methods. So for example, system.pre-message.length method. So that's where they give you the answer, 7. They go calculate. Calculate a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Size is 7. Okay, so it's directly give you the answer. You no need to go to count yourself. Okay, especially when people type very long. For example, you ask user to enter the value. Okay, you no need to count one by one. Then you just call this method. They automatically give you the answer. Okay, so this is a dot line methods. Okay, so you can see use char add. So it's re-index. So the index start from 0. So char add 0 is this. W. Okay, then the last one is char add 14. Okay, in the position. Okay, char add 14. So for me, because sometimes it's very long, right? So I normally replace a 14 is size minus 1. Means message.char add, then I put message.length method minus 1. Okay, then this is considered as the last characters. So you no need to count yourself. Okay, because sometimes the message is too long. You don't need to count one by one from starting until the end. You just use the size minus 1, then it's the last index already. Okay, simple. So the length is 15. So 15 minus 1, 14. 14, last character. Okay, this is how we do. Okay, see now, do not use message 0. Okay, you char it. Okay, so remember, so this is a difference between the array and the string. This index on the string types. Okay, in the array we're using this one for first element. Okay, but in here we do use char add methods. Okay, so I hope they can see the difference. So string concatenations, as I mentioned to you, only s1 dot concat s2. So mean s1 plus s2. For me, I prefer you using plus sign. Direct forward. So if you can see or not, s1 dot concat s2. Then after that, the whole thing concat with the s3. The whole thing concat with f4. Whole thing concat to f5. For me, like this, the more you put concat, the more confused you are, because you need to know which one need to join first. In this case, this one must join first. S1 and S2 must join first. Then after that, you have answer already. Then you join with the S3. Then holding, then join the F4. For me, I prefer you put S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 plus S5. Done. Your job. So I told you use plus sign, don't use concat. This is why, because the more you join, the more level you need to go down. So you'll be very confused with especially this round bracket where you want to put. So put this one directly. Easy and simple to read. Okay, so that's why I prefer the plus sign instead of using concat methods. Okay, but they have the method lah. Of course, you provide your method, but you choose one to use or not lah. But for me, I'll use this one, top one. Use a plus sign instead of using like this. Very confusing. Okay. So then go to the next object, checking whether a string is a palindrome. Okay, palindrome, a string that is the same forward and backward. For example, POP. So P at the side is the same. Madam, MAAM. Okay. So all these program I didn't give you already I think the solution in the class. Okay, so it's chapter 5. Okay, how to check the first character and the last character is the same or not. So I got this one, check palindromes. Okay, so look at this. Okay, you enter the string. Okay, then you can see this is. Okay, it's in the child class whether it's the same or not. Okay, so it's same, then it's palindromes. It's not same, then it's not. Okay, so they have a method like this. So then you can see the. Okay, the idea here is this, the idea. How we know there's a palindromes or not? In lower equal to 0. Okay, you declare lower and higher lah. Okay, the lower start by 0 lah. The higher is a length minus 1. So it's last. Okay, so you can see here, while low and less than height, this is a loop, while loops. Then you go to compare. So you can see now low is 0, high is 14 in the first. So they compare whether the last character and the first character is the same or not. It's not same, then return false. Directly go out. Okay, it's the same, then there will be in the end the lower one plus 1. Then now your lower one become the first, and the highest one minus. And the higher now become 13. They compare because they want to compare side by side whether same or not. So this one is the method to compare. Okay, compare in the end. All is the same, but the middle one not counted. The middle one not counted. Okay, what I mean is, let's say you got word. I just simply put ADDA. Okay, or ADBAD. These two. Oh, sorry, DA. Okay, so I just simply put this one. So this one I put up here. Right, these two both also is the palindromes because they don't care whether you got middle or not middle. Okay, as long as side by side is the same, then we call it palindromes. Okay, so understand, so this one is not counted one, the middle one is not counted one. As long as the side is the same, then we call it palindromes. Okay, that's why we have these methods. Until in the end, the lower is not longer less than the height, means the same value already because it's in the value going to closer. First is now is a 0, 14. Then second now is 1, 13. Then 2, 12. The value going to nearby. Then in the end, they compare, then they will stop. Okay, so the idea is you assign the first one as a low and the last one is higher, and after they compare. It's not same directly return false already. Okay, so this is how the whole method running for this part. Okay, so the program is given to you already, you can have a look. Maybe you can test like run. Label loop. Okay, the logic behind is this. Okay, enter a string. So if I put madam, okay, so it's palindrome. Okay, so I run one more round. Okay, so maybe A, B, B, C. That's paper, that's in the pool. Answer is not a palindrome because side by side is not same. Okay, so in another round, I tell you already, if the any word is behind, brown one is the same one. I cannot think of the in English. Side by side same one. Anyone can tell me. Race car. RAC. Oh, okay. But race cars are like two words, race car. No, I want this one is still like madam. Your example you given to me like madam. The middle one is different. I want to something word is behind and front one also same. Wait. It's simple lah. Noon. Okay, so they don't have a middle character. Paddingtons. I think this I think for one word already. Noon. Okay. Sometimes many words that sometimes come in the mind. They did this one some more. Okay, so Paddington got two patterns. Okay, we continue. So just now the paradigm, the student ask uppercase, lowercase, it's not same. You see not? Madam is not a paradigm. Okay, uppercase, lowercase must be matched. Okay, so I answering your question already. Okay, just now got student ask whether the uppercase, lowercase is a paradigm or it's not. Okay, so it's not same. So now go back to our notes. Okay, so this regarding paradigms. Then go to the next page. Okay, so they have extra substring. Substring means part of it. Okay, it's a lowercase one. I think here got error. Okay, this one should be the lowercase one, lowercase s substring. Okay, so now we're going to use it. Okay, example. Substring means find the part of the string, part of it. Okay, part of it. So look at this. Welcome to Java. Okay, welcome to Java. So S2 equal to S1 dot substring 0 to 11 plus HTML. Okay, HTML. So your S2 string will become welcome to HTML. Okay, I hope you still remember. When like this is a two different string. It's a two different string. It's not same string. So it's a two different string. So string 2 is equal to string 1 plus 0 to 11 HTML. So substring here means start from 0, a copy start from 0, end with 11. So it's a 0 to 11 is here. Okay, welcome space to space. Okay, so this is this one, welcome to the space. Okay, this one, then after that plus HTML. So your Java will change to HTML for the string 2. So this is how you use a substring. Remember all lowercase, all lowercase. Okay, substring whole method is a lowercase. Okay. So now we go to the next. Okay, this is a substring method. Okay, now we got this converting, replacing, and splitting string. Okay, they have these few methods here. To lowercase to uppercase. Okay, this one very simple, directly you know. Okay, convert all to lowercase and all to uppercase. Trim, cut off the space in front and behind. Okay, then after that you replace the character or replace only the first character or replace all the character. So there are three options. Okay, then replace and replace all. Okay, quite similar. But this one replaced by character. Okay, this one replaced by string. So, but the way they implement almost the same. Only different with the replace first. They only replace first letter only. Okay, I hope we can see a difference. So replace and replace all the functions is almost similar, but replace is only for the character one, but replace all is for the string one. Okay, that's only different. Then after that, you got splitter. Okay, you can use a special symbol, whatever, to break different words. Normally it's a space lah. If you can see two words in the middle got space, then they have a new words. Okay, it's something like that. Okay, this is methods. Okay, we go for these four lah. Okay, to lowercase to uppercase, trim, and replace. Okay, so you can see here. Welcome dot to to lowercase. Okay, so this one should be this one. Okay, what the answer is reverse. Okay, or need to draw. Okay, this one should be this. Okay, then to uppercase is this. Why they have different answer like that? Okay, just now. Then welcome dot trim. Okay, welcome dot trim. Then this one is this. In front and behind got space. This one you can see a space here. Okay, now they will change to only this word. Okay, so this is how they work. After that, welcome dot replace E with A. So all the E here, they replaced by A. Okay, only the first two is the reverse answer. The rest is all follow same. Okay. But it's a PowerPoint, so I can it's a PDF file, so I cannot change. Okay, this is a previous lecture give to me. Okay, so there's roughly now the first two is like this. Okay, to lowercase, they will change to lowercase, to uppercase, they change to uppercase. Okay, so this one trim is take out the space in front and behind. Then this one is the replace the E, so you can see a different replace all and replace. Okay, so the replace one is a single dot. Okay, so the double dot one is a string. Okay, then instead of using this, you can use replace all. Okay, so replace I told you already, we can use for both. Okay, either is put a single dot or a double dot, up to you. So replace E with the A, so something like that. Okay, so after that, replace first, then means it's only replace the first character. So the first E will change, the behind will not change, so it's a WAB. Okay, then if you put replace or replace all, the E all change to AB. Okay, this also welcome. Then dot replace EL if the AB. So here only change the front one because this only the specified condition is EL together. So EL replace AB. Okay, so what I can write the comment here is I write comment. And this one. Okay, so I just tell you the comment. So the replace and replace all is the same. Okay, so answer is still same, similar. Okay, so I save this. Okay, so we go to the next. Yeah, so remember, replace and replace all, both of them will give you a similar answer. Yeah, so same as a replace all. Okay, so replace all using for the string. Okay, but replace can use for both. Okay, so this is a difference between the two. Then we go to the next. Okay, splitting. So they use this protector symbol or hexa symbol. Okay, protector also this symbol. So Java hexa, HTML hexa per. So in here, whenever they can see these words, then they break the next word, become a new words. So you can see here, the answer is a Java HTML per, three different words. Okay, so it's normally we use a space lah, but here you put special character hexa. So when I see this symbol, means the next one is a new words. So Java appear this symbol, or then the next one is a new words. Okay, so it's called split. Okay, splitter lah. Okay, so this is the answer how we break the words lah to the few words. Okay, this is a sentence with a few words. Whenever they see the splitter, okay, so splitter can determine by yourself. In this case, they use hexa symbol. Okay, so we go next. So then after that, we can have the methods. Okay, finding the character or substring in the string. Okay, means in a very long string, you want to see how the A, how many times it appear. Then you can use this index of. They'll return you in which position they have these characters, for example. Okay, so you have three few same methods name, but they have a different function. The first one, they won't tell you from where to where, but the second one you can specify from which character onwards. Okay, well, and index of, okay, they will find the first one. Last index of, they'll find the last one. I hope you can see a difference. One is first, one is and the last index of. The last character match the pattern. Okay, so now we can go to demo these methods. Okay, so look at here. Welcome to Java. Index of W. W is in the first, so return 0. Okay, so our string is start by the index of 0. So and it's welcome to Java index of X. You cannot see X here. No X in the string, so -1. Cannot found. Okay, -1 index of. Okay, so the next one is index of O, start from 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start by M. So the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So answer is 9. Okay, so you can see now the first O they are not counted because now we start on the 5. Okay, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It start from M. So your O is the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one they'll display answer 9. Okay, the front one is skip already because it start from 5. Okay. Yeah, the index of come. So now it's the forwards. So all your come. Okay, but they only show the position of the first. So 0, 1, 2, 3. C is in number 3. So answer 3. The behind one they don't show, only show the first one. Okay, first position of the characters. And next one, index of Java, comma 5. Start from 5 lah. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start by M. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, answer is 11. Okay, uppercase J can find, but lowercase J, sorry. Lowercase J, this is not. So answer is -1. Cannot find. So Java is case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive. Okay, so this -1 because cannot find. Then this one, last index of A. The index of is find the front one. Okay, front one, the first. The last index of is find the last one. Okay, you can see now here got many A, 2A here. So this is 1A here, 1A here. They only display the last A. So answer is 14. Okay, so that's why index of find the first letter. Okay, last index of is find the last letter. So this is opposite. Okay, so this is all the answer. Of course, in exam I will come out the question like that lah. So simple. Close eye also can do one. Okay. Where? Got aware to find the one in the middle. No. Okay. Do have the way. Okay. There's no method on that. Okay. So maybe you can use this one. No? Start from where? No? You skip the front one. No? Then you can find the middle one. No? Okay. That means the first O you purposely hide it. Then you have to find the next index of. Then you can get like this case. This one got O and O. Then if you hide, let's say got another O, then you can find this one, the middle one. How to find all index? Use char add. Use for loop. For loop, char add. You understand what I mean? You create a for loop, then you trace using a char add method. So start from char add 0, go to find whether the character is there or not. Maybe I can show you one sample. I think I'm in the code also got I have. Compare string character. Again, this one is only compare. This one I can show you a code. Okay. This one. Use character class. Character class. Okay. So with the char add methods, this is a string method. Char add. So I trace one by one. Start from the I the 0. Trace whether then after that you find out the index. Okay, so that's why I answering your friend. Your friend want to find every index of the character. I can. Like this case, you need to have a look to find every characters. Okay, so this is how they see they count how many times appear A. Okay, so they just change the program to return the index. Okay, for example, char add, you go and then you return I. Then you can know in what position your character is. But you need to use char add with the loop. Okay, this is how you find. Just how the question. Split can be what? I do understand what you actually want to ask. What does mean go to split? Okay. Can. No problems. Okay. Okay, single dot or double quote also saying because it's a string char can. no problems. Okay, but normally string you put double dot, character will put single dot. Okay, this one they already tell you in the earlier time already. Okay, so remember. Then we go to the next. Okay, now we go to the converts. Okay, the character and number to string. Okay, this is a value of lah. Okay, so value of methods, it convert everything become the this character. Okay, so you can see now this one is a value 5.44. Then they convert it to the string. Value of you convert to string. The number convert to string. Okay, so in this case, they convert this char array to the string. So value of got many one. They can convert everything become the character. Okay, this is an example, both at the bottom. String dot value of. Convert everything become the string. Okay, so this is a special method to convert all the numbering value and the array to the string. Okay, so this is a sample, the below one. Okay, so I think we stop at here. I think today the network is not very stable. So character class, how many slides? Still got about 23 slides. Okay, so I will continue next class. If you want, I go the DOM index is a string pattern, not a character. Why is it mean? If you want to get all TOM index, they will return the first one. You can see now just now we use the method. They can find the 3 words, but only refer to T only. The index of T, they will retrieve you give you the answer. Let's say you got many Tom inside your words. They'll get match the word totally is 3 characters, but the index only refer the first one, the T, the position of T. The behind not 2 is not counted. Same like what you have in this value of. You can see not the comma. They return 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. The C is 3. So they only return the first character position only. I hope I answered your questions. Yeah, correct. So this one answer will be 0. Then after that, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 0 is 7. No? And 7 minutes. Okay, so it depends on what method you want to use. If you really want to find everyone, then you must have a loop. Okay, have a loop to trace the trace. Okay, just remember. I think I stop at here. Are they answering your question already? So they have many ways. Normally we use character and string method together. Okay, so maybe I can show you the string class method. Okay, before I end the class, because a few minutes left. So Java provide the wrapper case, wrapper class for every primitive data types. Okay, wrapper class enable primitive data value to be retrieved as objects. I hope you understand. Okay, so all with the uppercase one is the wrapper class. See now we got double uppercase one. That's why you got double to pass double. After that we have integer. So integer to pass in. All this with the uppercase one actually we call it as a wrapper class. And what is the difference? Inside the wrapper class got a lot of available method. They have so many methods attached together. But here I only explain the character. They still got double, they still got integer and so on. Okay, but I focus on character and string in this chapter. So we can see the method here. Okay, I go to this page and then I stop. Okay, there's so many methods with the Boolean type, return Boolean. Means either it's you got or don't have. You have or don't have. So you can see now it's digit, it's letter or digit, it's lowercase, it's uppercase, to lowercase to uppercase. So all these method, I hope we understand that is underline one. Okay, underline means a static method. So this is very common to use. Okay, and this compare to equal string also got, character also got. So it's almost the same. Okay, but this one all with the is one, they don't want to check whether got or don't have. Okay, so this is things they are different from the string class. Okay, I just stop right here. So all these methods very useful. Normally you can use it in the body of the loop. Okay, you create one string. Okay, then after that you have a loop using this to check. Okay, for example, you want to check every character entered by user must be a number. Like for example, your IC number, maybe your birthday and so on. You want to, when they key in a value, the time you check must be number. Then can use is to check. Okay, if digit is not true, then you prompt the error message to the user. Please enter the pure number only, something like that. So we can check. But all this normally in the body of the loop. Okay, you check character by character. Okay, so I stop recording here. Okay, our network today is not very stable, so I better continue with the next class. Okay. So any questions? Any question from the class? Now I try to myself. I try my best to answering your question. You type on the message box there. I try myself. Okay. Chapter 4 finished already, lo. Maybe I create a new file already. Last part is don't have many to many. That one. So then or not. One to many and many to many don't have one. I try to convert it to the code and explain to users now. See now the time I not yet get ready the code ma. So I go back at it, then I go to type a code, how to do many to many. And it's already done already. Okay, it's not believe me, I can show you the things in the chapter 4. Yeah, where is the lecture? Wait. So chapter A, the last part of chapter 4 is not much thing to talk. Okay, maybe I can. Chapter 4 last part, D. Okay, I can show you, no worry. Because you already asked. So it's nothing, this is like a revision only. Inherent probability I sent to you already, the parent and child class, that one. So encapsulation, okay. So this one already discovered lah. Let me already discuss the encapsulation. How to make your class become encapsulation? Very simple. Give the provide this all your data member convert your data member all to private and give set and get methods. Then you become encapsulate already. Okay, this one they already done last week one. So the second one is talking about the keyword. Okay, this one already talking. This one already discussed already. See, remember all the time we are doing these two things. We write a class and we test class. Okay, we write class and user class. So user class is a test class. So we have two one. Okay, create an object. Then you have, for example, you create a student, then you test students. Most of the time I implement this from the starting until now. Then you create a student class, you got test student class. Okay, so you might have both role to test your programs. Okay, so this is talking about the procedure programming. So how the code look like? So modular is the based on the object. Okay, structure is like those if else statement and so on. Okay, so this is a comparison of these two. So I show you the code. OOP doing like this. We create a class, but procedural is like this. Ask people enter weight, height, BMI. Okay, then you calculate. So this is a procedural row by row. Okay, line by line. OOP create anything with the methods. To make this BMI can be reused a class. Like this cannot very different to reuse, but this one you can reuse a class. Okay, see this one is not much than the rest. This like compare the two. Then the last part. So remember the cost text house is the same. Okay, so this is one cost class. I think one. And this one I already give you in the first time already, first lecture. Okay, the protector is a hexa symbol one. I already give you in the one of the file inside your chapter 4. Okay, maybe I can open for you. Chapter 4. I erase it here. Chapter 4. I hope that you still remember. This one I already show you earlier times already. Okay, the symbol. Actually, I cover everything and it's just like Okay, can access within same class and package, within same class, anywhere, and can access all of our class. All the symbol already give you already. So that's why I already discussed already. So chapter 4 is a finish. It's not didn't missing anything. Okay, actually the note itself is actually like revision to the code. Okay, so actually it's already covered, so you no need to worry about that. Okay, so then this one, remember the scope of variable I already mentioned in the earlier time. So where you declare is very important, and whatever you declare it's not in the class level, then you need to initialize the value, especially those with the method one. In this you cannot, you can no need to initialize value, but the value all after the main method you need to initialize the value. Okay, so the scope, so this one's done in the second part like that. So that means your variable you declare can affect it from where to where. Okay, so this is the thing. Then this keyword I did teach you already. This keyword you can call the constructor or call the variable. This is already done. All already done. Okay, static for example, static variable might use class name to call. It's the same here also mentioned. Okay, so this is a constructor overloading. As mentioned, I told you the last element one call more every element. So you can see now this one less one call more. So this all already covered in the front one. This is like just revision, nothing more. Okay, that's it. So it's all already covered. So you no need to worry. I'll review every time in my lecture before I end the class. Okay. So any other questions? If not, we can dismiss now. So later we have a practical class with one of the groups. Okay. So go to the tutorial file. Okay, that's it for today. Go to download the new code, please, because I already changed. Go to download the new code. Okay, from the Google Drive, okay, Google Classroom.